Okay, I'm leaving the hotel that I stayed at in Salt Lake City, and I was looking for a coffee shop, which I found online, but instead I got a tour of Salt Lake City because the coffee shop I was looking for either was no longer there or perhaps I just missed it. Anyway, this is a kind of a tour of Salt Lake City, and then I'll be getting on the freeway eastbound toward Cheyenne. So now I'm just off to find a coffee shop somewhere else, and I'm just leaving Salt Lake City on I-80 eastbound. Okay, now I'm headed through the mountains east of Salt Lake City, and I'm looking now to find a coffee shop in the Park City area, which I did. And I just thought this was really a beautiful drive through here. And here I go into a shopping center where I found a Starbucks located in a grocery store. All right, I've had my coffee and a little breakfast, and now I'm headed east out of the Park City area across Utah. Okay, it looks like it's about time for some gasoline. I'm in Colesville, Utah, and I'm going to stop at a Sinclair station and fill up my gas tank. Okay, it looks like it's time for some more gasoline. This time I'm going to be stopping in Rawlins, Wyoming. And I've gotten gas and now I'm leaving. Looks like someone's having a bad day. Here's a short tour down the main streets of Rawlins, Wyoming. There's a abandoned motel. There were several abandoned motels actually in Rawlins, and out closer to the highway there were a lot of new motels. So I'm guessing this is one of those situations where the new highway bypassed the old highway, and some of the downtown businesses suffered as a result. And here we are headed east again on I-80 out of Rawlins, Wyoming. Central Wyoming is pretty much like this: flat ranch land, perhaps some farmland, and the road is straight and very flat. So the western part of Wyoming and the eastern part of Wyoming have some mountains, but the central part is pretty flat. Okay, as I move further east and begin to enter into the eastern part of Wyoming, it becomes a little different topographically. There's trees. This is around 6,000 to 7,000 feet of elevation here, and there are some hills, not exactly mountains in the Rockies or Sierra definition, but it's a very pretty drive across the eastern part of Wyoming. Okay, I am now entering Laramie, Wyoming, and I will be looking for Highway 287 south from here to Fort Collins, Colorado, where I spent the second night of my trip. So this is Laramie, Wyoming, and I'll be turning south and heading to Fort Collins.